Moon's a pale dying night. I don't wait for the sun to tell me how to fly. Every morning is a courtroom, and I'm the judge in the black. Executioner, the lazy, no more looking back. If my bones feel like glass, I just wrap them in steel. I don't care how I'm hurting, I only care how I deal. I drag my shadow out of bed by its scrawny weakness. Found a part of me that saw and left it a wreck. The mirror whispered, boy, you look like a ghost in a cage. I told that reflection, shut up and turn the damn page. There ain't no Sunday for a man building faith from the mud. Just the ticking of the clock and the pumping of the blood. I'm the only condition, I'm the rule and the blade. I don't ask for no mercy, I don't seek out no shade. If the world won't change, then I'll break my own bone to fit in the crack and survive on my own. There ain't no trading with the clock, no deals with the slow. I'm a hammer in the dark with a long way to go. Survival ain't a choice, it's a law I just signed. I'm the hardest damn thing you're ever gonna find. A swamp full of sin, met a drifter at the gate, asked me where you been. He looked at my hands all torn and stained deep, said where you get the strength, don't you ever just sleep. I didn't say jack, just spit a dark streak in the dirt, tapped the iron on my hip, let the silence do the hurt. I took a jagged piece of flint, cut a mark on my wrist, the ritual of the will and the truth that I kiss. Some things exist just to keep on living, you see. They don't need to be understood, least of all by me. The shadows lean in, asking when you gonna break. I tell them I'm the one who decides what I take. If God's looking down, let him see the machine. I'm the only one left who's keeping this clean. I'm the only condition, I'm the rule and the blade. I don't ask for no mercy, I don't seek out no shade. If the world won't change, then I break my own bone to fit in the cracks and survive on my own. I've executed the boy used to know how to whine. I'm a man, build a grid and a steady cold line. Survival ain't a choice, it's a law I just signed. I'm the hardest damn thing you're ever gonna find. I'm still here. Midnight's just a blanket and the moon is out of sight. I've been walking blind so long I don't need the porch light. Stumbled in the briars till my skin learned how to feel the difference between a hollow lie and the bite of cold steel. I don't wait for a witness to decide what's right or wrong. The dark don't need a jury to tell you where you belong. Sat out in the desert till the wind chewed off my name, and learned to light a cigarette without showing the flame. The sun makes a man soft, makes him beg for the shade, but the night is a whetstone and I'm the jagged blade. Preacher says come to the light, boy, or you're gonna go astray. I said, Father, keep your candles, I'm finding my own way. I was raised in the silence where the shadows never lie. I don't need no applause just to look you in the eye. I'm a man of the discipline, a ghost in the black. I've gone further in the dark than most could ever track. Light is for the needy, for the ones who crave the noise. I've found a different kind of power in the secrets and the poise. If you need a cheer to keep you in the fight, you won't survive a minute in the schooling of the night. In the schooling of the night. Trying to win. I didn't say a word, just thumb the notch on my gun. There ain't no pride in doing right, just to be the golden sun. I took a silver locket, buried it deep in the mud, a ritual for the heart I lost to the iron and the flood. My woman asked me how you move when the world's gone pitch. I said, honey, when you're born in the ditch, you don't need no switch. I'd rather be the devil that stays true in the gloom than the saint who needs a spotlight just to walk across the room. The shadows lean in, whisper, you're getting kinda cold. I tell them that's just the tempering of a spirit grown old. If God's eyes are everywhere, then he knows what I've done. I don't need no halo to know that I've won. I was raised in the silence where the shadows never lie. I don't need no applause just to look you in the eye. I'm a man of the discipline, a ghost in the black. I've gone further in the dark than most could ever track. I don't need no crowd, don't need no choir to sing. I'm the master of the quiet and the weight it's gonna bring. Yeah, the light's a pretty lie, but the dark is the truth. I'm the hardest damn thing since the days of my youth. Since the days of my youth. No clap, no praise, just a long walk through the lightless haze. I see just fine. The skies are bruised purple, hanging low to creep. He's sitting on a porch where the floorboards shriek. The wind's kicking dust like it's got something to say about a man who died once, then just walked away. He don't carry no charms, don't pray for no luck. He's got a heart like the iron on a coal hauling truck. He fell far enough to hear the devil's own breath and realize there's worse things in Texas than death. The lawman asked, boy, don't you miss the old peaks? He just spat in the dirt, let his cold eyes flee. Pieces for sheep who ain't tasted the fire. I'm a bird that got born on a razor wire. He's the ice in the furnace, the ghost in the well, a man who's been hollowed by the hammers of hell. He ain't trying to be tough, he's just done with the plea of the boy who once begged to be safe and be free. Fear's just a ghost town he burned long ago, a draft of a story that he don't need to know. If you think he's cold, well, you're reading it right. It's the heat of a man who survived the first night. Rain's hitting the tin roof like a drum in a war. A woman cried, honey, don't you feel it no more? He didn't say jack, just thumbed a hole in his vest where a bullet once tried to settle down in his chest. He took a handful of ash from a cold dead grave, rubbed it into his palms, let the ritual wait. A black communion, a third with the floor. He ain't the same man who went in that door. He looked at his hands and he saw through the skin, just the bone and the iron where the soul should have been. The shadows lean in, whisper you're empty and gray. He tells them empty's why, don't get in the way. If God's looking down, he's looking at a man who found the exit and ruined the plan. He's the ice in the furnace, the ghost in the well, a man who's been hollowed by the hammers of hell. He ain't trying to be tough, he's just done with the plea of the boy who once begged to be safe and be free. You call it a sin, but he calls it a cure. When you've lost it all, you're finally pure. The world can't hurt what it's already killed. He's a man-made vessel that the silence fills. No shaking hands, no turning back, just a long walk on the soot-covered track. No shaking hands, no turning back, just a long walk on the soot-covered track. No shaking hands. 3:30 buzzer, sounds like a shot in the yard. I wake up mean and I wake up hard. Hope was a woman who promised me the moon and stars and left me bleeding behind some rusted local bars. I don't look for her ghost, I don't check the porch light. I traded in my wishing for a schedule held tight, boots on the floorboard, same time every damn day. If the heart wants to wander, I tell it stay. Black coffee steaming like a factory in the rain. I'm building a levee against the flood of my pain. Preacher saw me work and said, son, where's your faith? I told him, faith's the shadow when I'm done chasing ghosts in the hay. Hope is for the gamblers, for the ones who like to wait. I take the ticking of the clock to settle up my fate. I take the discipline and I buried all the hope. I'm the steady hand that's holding on the rope when the feelings die and the light starts to fade. The routine is the gospel that I finally made. Hope is a lie that quits when the weather gets rough, but the habit is a bastard and it's made of harder stuff. Yeah, I'm the engine that the mercy couldn't start. I've got an iron clock pounding in my heart. Sky's the color of a grease stain, heavy and gray. Met a drifter by the engine, said, boy, you look like you pray. I just tied in the bull, felt the wrench bite the bone. I don't pray for no harvest, I just tend to what I own. Find a silver locket buried in the shop floor, grease, toss it in the furnace just to find a little piece. Ritual of the metal, baptism in the oil. I don't need no heaven, just the fruit of the toil. Silence is a hammer and the evening is the nail. I'm the only train that's never gonna rail. The dark whispers to me, ain't you tired of the grind? I tell the dark I left that tired part behind. If God is a judge, let him look at my hands. I'm the only one here fulfilling the commands. I take the discipline, I buried all the hope. I'm the steady hand that's holding on the rope when the feelings die and the light starts to fade. The routine is the gospel that I finally gets rough, but the habit is a bastard and it's made of harder stuff. You can keep the magic, gotta keep the grind. I'm the only clock that the devil can't wear. Clock in, clock out, no feeling, no doubt. I'm still You're sitting in the cab of a rusted out rig. The sun's a red eye and the shadows grow big. You ain't trying no more, that's for boys in the rain, who still got a choice between the joy and the pain. You're just operating now, a machine in the dust, born from the squeeze and the kick and the rust. Traveled so far past the good and the bad, you're the hardest damn version the world ever had. Grease on your knuckles, all in your breath. You learn that standing still is just a quiet kind of death. The shadows lean in, asking, boy, where's the soul? You just check the gauge and you keep it in control. If the heart's gotta bleed just to keep the gears wet, then let the red run. You ain't finished yet. You ain't climbing no ladder, you're just shifting the gear. You've evolved past the doubt and you've outrun the fear. Pressure's a father and the sorrows the oil. You're a ghost made of iron and a god made of toil. Don't ask for no finish, don't look for no prize. The road is the only truth left in your eyes. You're the engine of the dark and you're running on bone. The only thing moving in a world made of stone. A preacher by the roadside waving a hand, asked, son, won't you stop in this God-fearing land? Why keep on driving when the destination's gone? You looked at him like he was a ghost in the dawn. You didn't say a word, just spat a black line. Tapped the cold steel of the wheel, feeling fine. Took a jagged old wrench, scratch a cross on the door. A ritual for the man, you ain't gonna be no more. Love was a wildfire that burned out the clutch. Now you're a thing that the mercy can't touch. The dark whispers, ain't you tired of the sound? You tell the dark, I'm the thing that's keeping it bound. If heaven's a rest, then it ain't meant for you. You're a different kind of animal through and through. You ain't climbing no ladder, you're just shifting a gear. You've evolved past the doubt and you've outrun the fear. Pressure's the father and the sorrow's the old. You're a ghost made of iron and a god made of toil. You're a law unto yourself, a machine in the night. You don't need the sun to know you're doing right. Yeah, you're moving forward cause the stop is the end. A road with no mercy around every bend. Stop for what?